Hi everyone, welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Las Vegas Aces playing against the Washington Mystics. Along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're happy to have you along for another great game. And a move we commonly see out on the perimeter, the step back. Which WNBA player has the best one?
Gotta be Kristi Tolliver. You know, she's shifty, she's elusive, and if you're defending her and you're not on your A game, she will embarrass you.
I'm going to go with the former MVP, Candace Parker. She also has a great step-back move. You know, she's a player with great balance and footwork, which helps her make calculated moves on the court and a lot of experience as well.
McBride outside. Pass to Young. Plum. And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Cloud. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Atkins. A step back shot. Wilson pulls it down. McBride outside. Young with it. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. Kristi Tolliver picks one up. And the first one drops.
And one of the stars of the WNBA on this Las Vegas team is Liz Cambage. And she's an Australian star who played in the WNBA initially in 2011 before heading overseas. But since coming back in 2018, the 6'8" center has been nothing short of dominant.
No good on the second free throw. And for Cambage, she owns the record for most points scored in a game.
She dropped in 53 in 2018 against the Liberty. In her prime now, she is shaping up to be one of the all-time greats. Just dominant physically. Her ability to use her size and take over a game is second to none. The fans just love her.
Now here's McBride. Outside Young. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Cloud with it. Pass to Tolliver. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
What vision. It's almost like she has a built-in radar. Cloud just knows when teammates get open.
Plum with it. Delle Donne picks her up. Outside Plum. Goes back up. And she takes it up and lays it in.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Now here's Tolliver. Kristi Tolliver drawing the double team. Back to Sanders. Delle Donne. Can't connect from long distance. Left side, Plum. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud. Sanders, defended by Cambage. Sanders with it. Cambage is there. Here's Cloud. Outside Tolliver. Christy Tolliver drawing the double team. Loud inside. And it's blocked by Asia Wilson.
With great anticipation for when to go up and block shots, even the league's best know that Wilson is always lurking.
Plum gets the bucket.
The defense on her has to be airtight, guys, and that was far from it.
To the paint. And that one's good, Atkins.
I think Tolliver was born to assist because it seems like finding open teammates is in her DNA.
The Aces with the lead. Outside Young. Plum. Pass to Wilson. McBride outside. And her first shot of the game, no good. Delle Donne inside. McBride covering. Christy Tolliver drawing the double team. Beyond the arc. The Mystics rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the shot goes down.
Cleaning up. Elena Delle Donne is a smooth scorer who isn't afraid of some dirty work.
Outside Young. Pass to McBride. Takes the three. A rebound by Delle Donne.
I really think what separates Delle Donne from the rest of the pack is her incredible shooting abilities at 6'5". You know, she's got that high release that's so difficult to defend.
Now here's McBride. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Up top, Wilson. Wide open. It's rebounded by Elena Delle Donne.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
And guys, she's not just a jump shooter. Delle Donne has all the shots in the book.
I really love that about her game. She can shoot out of a spin move, fadeaway, floated, incredible touch. Has been so close to a 50, 40, 90 season.
Now here's McBride. Got a piece of it and stolen by Atkins. Plum comes with the double team. Tolliver, guarded by Young. To the inside. Kelsey Plum with a steal. And now the Aces on the break. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
If someone is open, Plum will find them. She's got phenomenal court vision.
And here's Tolliver. Pass to Atkins. Back to Delle Donne. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Guys, remember, Elena Delle Donne was the top recruit in the country out of high school. Incredibly, after transferring from a huge hoop school to closer home, her first year in college was spent playing volleyball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Thankfully for hoops fans everywhere, Delle Donne picked up hoops again at Delaware, and what a career she ended up having.
Yeah, just a special player, especially at the mid-major level. Multiple-time All-American. Her career scoring average was 27, and that probably helped her get drafted 2nd overall in 2013.
So she gets them both. And guys, the league seems to be playing at a faster pace nowadays. Will there come a time when every team plays up-tempo?
Well, I think every team plays up-tempo in some sense during games, but I just don't see every team making that their main offensive philosophy.
Agreed, Tim, which is rare, but the up-tempo style is great when you have shooters that can capitalize on open looks, but so many teams in the league still have quality bigs that can do damage in slower-paced half-court sets.
Now here's Tolliver. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Clock at 6. Here's Misaman. From deep three-point range. Delle Donne inside. Nba on her. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Yeah, not afraid to bang and bump down low. I mean, it really takes a lot to take Misaman down.
Well, while most in the U.S. start their professional careers at 21, 22 years old, Europeans like Emma Misaman start much younger. Her first season as a pro was just when she was 16 years old in her native Belgium.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Emma was so strong at a young age. In 2011, named the World Young Player of the Year.
It's so impressive what she's done. Misaman has played on multiple championship teams for clubs in Europe. And in the WNBA, guys, she's made a great adjustment to the American game as well.
And she makes both free throws.
You kind of think Emma Misaman was born with a basketball in her hands. Growing up in Belgium, she was immersed in the game.
Here's Colson. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Misaman has done her mother and country proud. A great player for her national team.
Well, Emma was huge in helping Belgium qualify for their first ever major international tournament, the 2018 World Championships. Ended up being an incredible success for Belgium, making it all the way to the semis.
2 shots. Last on the front.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you look over the history for the Mystics, not a lot of high moments for the team, a lot of struggles over the years, and they're still looking for their first title.
And good on both. And you can feel the pressure on this team to get that first banner.
Yeah, they've made the moves they've needed to try for one, and getting Delle Donne was a huge step in that direction. But this franchise, you know, it might seem snake-bitten, but you feel that they're on the verge of something big.
On the wing, Tamara Young. Elbow shot on the way. The Aces with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Hawkins inside. She's covered by Hamby. And that one's good. Hawkins.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
The Aces trailing. Here's Colson. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Sugar Rogers for 3. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Sugar Rogers with the steal. Hamby down low. He's against Hawkins. And she'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows. And there's the whistle. Foul on the Washington Mystics. The first one falls for her.
One of the brightest stars in the WNBA, Elena Delle Donne. Arguably the biggest name selected in the draft in the last decade. She is the unquestioned leader of this team.
she ties it up. Big free throw right there. And with Delle Donne, she does so much on offense for this team.
And that is why the Mystics paid the high price to get her via trade. Now, Delle Donne is a former MVP, still in the prime of her career, and this team will go as far as she takes them.
5 on the clock. Outside Powers. Misses the tray.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
Young's shot is off.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
A nice shot by Powers.
She recognized she could find some room behind the three-point line on that break and took full advantage.
Here's Colson. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Rogers. Lays it up and banks it in.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Misaman. The rebound by Swords. Inside. Young. That falls. A great assist by Sugar Rogers.
A wing who can score inside. Young is 6'2" and uber athletic. Helps her in the paint.
1 second left. Oh, and she just knocked down the buzzer beater. Wow.
And what a bonus for them to end the quarter as she beats the buzzer.
Now that is how you use every last second on the clock.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Mystics on top, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And for the Mystics, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's been a lopsided affair as far as rebounding goes through one.
You want me to tell you what stands out in this game? I'll tell you what's standing out to me in this game. Look, as soon as the ball is hitting the rim, they're just crashing the glass. Solid job.
Here's Colson. She's covered by Tolliver. Outside Rogers.
Oh, shoot it.
Young. And again, it's Las Vegas.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Tolliver. And again, it's Washington converting.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Misaman, no good there. So Las Vegas will take it the other way. On the wing, Tamara Young. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Left side, Tolliver. Here's Hawkins. Hamby grabs the miss. The Aces leading. It's Tamara Young with the drive. Score the basket, her third after 5 shots.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Now here's Tolliver. He's got 10. Outside Powers. Misaman. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Carolyn Swords. Here's Colson. He's covered by Tolliver. Amby outside. Down low. Here's Young. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field, and she's taken only 6 shots. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Outside Tolliver. For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by.
Well, we all know basketball is all about the three ball. That's what Christy Tolliver brings to your team. Just about a 40% career shooter from beyond the arc. Tolliver is a huge asset in today's game.
Here's Colson. He's covered by Tolliver. Colson misses. Washington trailing. Poked away. Stolen by Swords. Sugar Rogers for 3. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4. And talking about Tolliver's shooting, she put on a show during the 2016 playoffs.
And Tolliver shot over 40% from three-point range for the Sparks in 2016. And with Candace Parker and Nneka Ogwumike, they were all able to help LA win the championship as Tolliver helped spread the floor with her shooting.
And the Mystics call time here.
Yeah, I think the coach could be trying to just get a break in action to clear their heads. They've gotten ice cold, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them a quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget all the missed shots we've been seeing.
And maybe refocus a bit.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. To end the run, connects, the jumper drops.
I love a point who can hit from this range. Cloud just gives the D another thing to worry about when she scores from there.
Pass to Plum. They double team Kelsey Plum. Wilson with it. Delle Donne's there. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. That's on LaToya Sanders.
Well, when you're guarding an inventive scorer like Wilson, it's always important to stay disciplined. Maybe next time, defense.
And she makes the first.
You know, I admire the confidence that Wilson plays basketball with game in and game out. She remains calm and collected every time she's out on the hardwood.
She's perfect from the line this time. And talking about Wilson, she isn't afraid to go up against anybody.
Yeah, and I think that's part of what makes her a great shot blocker. Never wants to let in any easy buckets. Her defensive presence means so much to this team.
A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Looking in control.
She gets that one.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Tolliver. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Atkins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, when you enter the WNBA, there are usually some growing pains, unless you're Ariel Atkins, who made an immediate impact for Washington. She was taken 7th overall in the 2018 draft, and Atkins sure has hit the ground running.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one. And during that first season, Atkins played well beyond her years.
Yeah, finally. You're right, Blake. Atkins was all defensive her first year, almost unheard of for a rookie. So strong as a starter in the finals, only Elena Delle Donne scored more for the Mystics in the 2018 finals.
Both good at the line.
The 7th pick in the 2018 WNBA draft, Atkins actually made all-defense second team as a rookie.
Now here's McBride. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Pass to Atkins. Now Sanders. McBride covering. And it's a 3-second defensive violation.
Okay, let's take a look here tonight at Asia Wilson. Now, she was the first overall pick for the Aces back in 2018. And, you know, she was actually the first pick ever for this franchise's iteration in Las Vegas.
And so she hits the technical free throw. And for Wilson, the 2018 Rookie of the Year, she is clearly the future of this team.
And you know, Blake, she's not the tallest center in the league. Wilson's only 6'4", but she is as smooth as it gets in the post on both ends of the floor. Great footwork and a fantastic sense of the game.
Now here's Cloud. The long 3. Another shot. Delle Donne, good.
That basket, it's why Delle Donne is one of the best in the WNBA. She finishes when it's difficult, not just the open looks.
Young with it. She's covered by Tolliver. Back to Young. Tries it from 19. They get it back. Stolen by Christy Tolliver. Pass to Sanders. Up and in on the layup.
Look, elite scorers like Delle Donne understand they won't be the ones scoring the ball every time. Nice job of keeping her teammates involved.
Now here's Young. He's got 5. Right outside. Back to Young. And no good. And Washington will go the other way with it. Pass to Cloud. Now here's Sanders. Tolliver. McBride covering. Here's Delle Donne. It's in. That's her 3rd field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
Down low, Delle Donne has the ability to score in droves. It's part of why she normally scores around 20 points, sometimes even more most nights.
On the wing, Kayla McBride. From deep. Trifecta!
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Tolliver. And she comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, I've heard some say that Atkins has arrived ahead of schedule in this league, and I would say that her refined and radiant mentality is pretty rare for players her age.
Now here's McBride. He has 6. Liz Cambage, she's open. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass, and she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Cloud with it. She's guarded by Plum. Sanders. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, one thing I admire about Sanders is her resiliency. Dealing with major injuries and anemia might slow down others, but not her.
This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And despite everything Sanders has been through, she's remained a solid rebounder.
Attacks the glass the same way she attacks life, with everything she's got. Good timing and recognition. Latoya has no problem doing the dirty work.
And good on the second, so she makes both.
Born to a military family in Germany, Latoya Sanders grew up in North Carolina and went to North Carolina for college. She was a first-round pick by the Mercury back in 2008.
It's good.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Now Tolliver. He's got 10. Pass to Sanders. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Liz Cambage. Here's Wilson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
To the inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, maybe the first thing you notice about Cambage, it's kind of like the first thing you notice about Tim. It's just that towering physical presence. And her wingspan in particular creates matchup problems across the board.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Yeah, for Cambage, that elite size really shows up when teams attempt to protect the rim against her.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I think that was a compliment. It's great to have shooters, though, that can space the floor when Cambage is out there. But you also want that presence inside. That's how you make your offense both dynamic and prolific.
She makes 1 of 2 that time.
A force in the league from the get-go. Delle Donne earned Rookie of the Year honors and never really looked back.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Not a flashy passer per se, but Misaman can move the ball well and locate her open teammates.
Now here's Young. She has 7. Erica Hamby, a good look. Money from the wing.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Here's Delle Donne. He's got 10.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Young. To the wing on the left. Here's Wilson. And again, it's Las Vegas.
Explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J. It's part of what makes Wilson so tough to guard.
Cloud. Oh, no good on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. The Aces on top. They lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. I mean, you look at Sugar Rogers, what a contribution.
What a first half it was for her, well surpassing her average point totals up to this stage.
Yeah, she's on pace for a monster game.
Young shot's good.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Outside Tolliver. Delle Donne outside. They double team Elena Delle Donne. Cloud inside. Good. And Christy Tolliver gets the assist.
Well, she sets up so many of her teammates. Nice to see Cloud being the one getting the pass.
Pass to Wilson. Double team on Asia Wilson. Back to Young. Up top, Plum. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by LaToya Sanders.
The rejection from Sanders. She has great timing to go along with the length. Allows her to be a really good shot blocker. But one big that doesn't quite have the size for the position is Sanders. But she's never let that stop her. Prides herself on being unique.
While Sanders may be small for her position, she makes sure to use her speed to her advantage.
Yeah, her coach just told her to beat size with quickness, and really, that's exactly what she's done. Now, opposing bigs actually struggle to keep up with her agility.
And the first one falls for her. That's also good, so she hits them both. And when you look at some of the player recovery methods now, cryo saunas, oxygen tents, how much has that helped players in the last, say, 5 years or so?
Well, I think the advancements have helped these players out because, remember, when the WNBA season ends, basically everyone is playing in Europe or Asia or somewhere else around the world.
That just makes taking care of your body so important. You don't get a lot of time to rest or much of an off season.
Now here's Tolliver. He's got 10. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Asia Wilson with some nice D.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Kayla McBride draws the double. Cambage. Outside Young. From long range. And the shot clock expires. Great D to stop him cold. Here's Tolliver. Pass to Atkins. To the paint. Delle Donne, good.
A capable distributor, Atkins is able to see the big picture within the game.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 shooting night.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Outside Tolliver. Delle Donne. Asia Wilson with some nice D. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Now here's Delle Donne. 12 points for her. Fires from 14. It's Elena Delle Donne again missing. Pass to McBride. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, they've come from inside the paint.
Washington calls timeout.
And the Mystics are another team that prefers to do their work from outside. Now, Elena Delle Donne leads the way, but they have a handful of great shooters, most notably Christy Tolliver, who can carry the shooting load for the team.
Now here's Tolliver. 10 points for her. Right through the D for the layup.
Comfortable being uncomfortable. Tolliver can score in pretty much the most difficult situations.
And with Washington, they shoot from outside, but still don't push the pace.
Yeah, Blake, the Mystics are a team that will look for the most efficient shot. Doesn't mean they want to get up and down the floor. Rare to see a slow-paced team take a lot of threes.
Delle Donne, shot's good.
A bump, not enough to stop Delle Donne. She almost invites contact as she goes up.
Here's Colson. He's covered by Tolliver. Powers brings the double team. Here's Wilson. The Mystics pull it in. Delle Donne outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Tolliver with the ball. 12 points for her. Aerial Powers on the wing. Defended by Cambage. 4 on the clock. Pass to Tolliver. From way back. Wilson pulls it down.
Sometimes she can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No, I mean, no. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
And here's Tolliver. Up top, Delle Donne. Left side, Powers. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. And Las Vegas the other way now. Here's McBride. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Excelling at relentless drives to the rim. It's McBride's aggressiveness that is really always in demand if you're a coach in this league.
Now here's Powers. Shoots over Young. That one rolling around and rims out. And Sanders over to help. Here's Cambage. Good D by LaToya Sanders. Out to the wing. Outside Tolliver. Pass to Powers. 3-pointer. Here's Hawkins. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. That's on Kayla McBride.
And the Aces, they're a team that isn't looking to stretch the floor. They do most of their work in the mid-range and around the rim area, and they'll rarely take more than a handful of threes each game.
The first one falls. And for the Aces, when you look at their personnel, the inside approach makes sense.
Well, they have good side on this roster and know it works. We're last in the league in 2018 by a large margin in terms of three-pointers attempted. They play at a high pace and just try to get shots closer to the iron.
And so she hits both.
Some great free throw shooting so far here in the second half.
They should keep trying to initiate contact to get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they are perfect so far.
And you get the points and you stop the clock.
That's how you do it.
Here's Colson. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Wilson makes it off the glass.
Killer confidence, stays true to herself. What more do you want from Wilson? She's a terrific basketball player.
Now here's Delle Donne. 14 points for her. Outside Powers. Inside. Stolen by Cambage. Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's Young. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, she's a solid foul shooter, just about 70%. And Young will get to the line a little bit as well.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And the first one drops.
Well, fortune can definitely be found in Las Vegas. And if you're asking why, well, just listen to this. The Aces have won the WNBA draft lottery 3 straight times now after drafting first overall in 2017, 2018, and 2019.
Powers, she hits it from 9 feet.
Well, major height disadvantage, but no fear. She still got it up and over her defender.
Don't worry about that player, no matter what the matchup is. Not easy to intimidate. Let's take a look at the turnover story for them, and it's not bad. Just a handful, and that good possession management is helping to drive their lead.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. Rogers defending. Pass to Powers. Down low. That's her 6th field goal today, and with that, she is 6 for 11. And that bit of luck for the Aces has given them a solid foundation.
Well, anytime you get to draft the top player in a draft class, things are looking up. To do it 3 times in a row, and that's almost unheard of. The Aces have made the most of their selections, as those picks are the core of this Las Vegas roster.
Outside Tolliver. Pass to Cloud. Misaman. They double team Elena Delle Donne. Misaman. The shot's good on the assist by Elena Delle Donne.
A phenomenal pick and pop player, Misaman is masterful at setting screens and finding holes in the defense.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. And so she makes both from the line. Here's Tolliver. She's got 12. Pass to Misaman. Stolen by Cambage. To the inside. And the basket by Hamby.
What an alert play. It's just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
The Mystics on offense. Inside, Delle Donne, good, and Christy Tolliver gets the assist.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Here's Colson. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Good D by Emma Misaman. Outside Tolliver. Pass to Powers. Now Misaman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Cambage, shot's good.
An athletic and efficient scorer at the rim, Cambage causes headaches for opposing defenses.
Now here's Tolliver. She's got 12. To the middle. Here's Powers. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is her first trip to the line tonight. The Aces making a switch.
Way to go, baby.
And it's the Aces with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. To the paint. And the basket by Nba.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Young with the steal. Knocks it loose. Cambage with the bucket.
Easy 2 for Cambage. She can really get it going. I mean, you never want to give easy, fast break points to a scorer like her.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Aces on top. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
They double-team Kelsey Plum. Pass to Young. Over Tolliver. Again, Las Vegas.
Her assist rate has gotten better with her time in the league, but more importantly for Plum, her turnover rate has gone down.
Young comes with the double team. Here's Cloud. Guarded by Young. Cloud inside. Misamon with it. Liz Cambage with the defensive effort. Pass to Nba. Powers brings the double team. Back to Plum. From deep. Drains the three-pointer.
An extremely accurate shooter. Plum has finished top 5 in the league in three-point shooting.
To the inside. Tolliver, that's good.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Outside Young. Pass to Cambage. Right side Plum. From downtown. Rebounded by the Mystics. Here's Cloud. Here's Tolliver. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, one more and she's going to be out of this game, so she's really got to be careful now.
The Aces making a switch. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The floater. And she lays it straight in.
A nice little wrinkle to her game. At 6 feet, Cloud is a big guard. Helps her inside.
Pass to Plum. Young. Makes that one her 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
The Mystics really having a tough go here. And here is Misamon.
Hey, someone help me! Someone help!
Sanders with it. McBride covering. Pass to Tolliver. Just 5 to shoot. Sanders.
Well, one of the most efficient shooters in the game has to be Kelsey Plum. She has everything you want in a score. Range, confidence, and fluidity.
And she knocks down the first one. That one falls, so she hits both of them. And it's the Aces with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Young. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play. Well, because Plum is such a good shooter, people sometimes forget about her as a facilitator.
Yeah, her floor vision is exceptional at such a young age, and she understands schemes and tendencies, which helps her read the defense. And Plum just plays an unselfish game, and despite her own offensive capabilities, she loves seeing her teammates score.
Outside Young. Outside Plum. Slides right through for her 7th basket in 11 tries.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
She flipped the switch at halftime, much more effective here in the second half.
And the Aces with possession. 10-point lead. Wilson. And again, it's Las Vegas.
Oh, I love that vision, guys. What a great job threading that pass into the lane.
And Washington has possession.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over.
Guys, few young players can score the rock like A'ja Wilson. She boasts an explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J.
Here's Sanders.
Don't give her space.
Back to Delle Donne. Good. And Christy Tolliver gets the assist. And guys, it's pretty remarkable to see how much Wilson impacts her team.
She can score, yes, but she's a force on the boards as well. And backed by great effort and timing, she can really be a rebounding machine.
Now Tolliver.
Yo, over here. Yo, touch that.
Outside Atkins. They double her with McBride. Pass to Delle Donne. It falls for basket number 9 from the field, and she's taken 14 shots to get there.
This is just what Delle Donne does, make buckets. When she's rolling, almost impossible to stop her.
On the wing, Kayla McBride. Back to Plum. And the layup is good.
They own the paint right now, 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
And that one's good, Atkins.
They're doing their best to cut down the lead with smart offense in the second half. Their shot selection has been much better since the break.
Outside Plum. That shot missing. And Washington will go the other way with it. And Plum gets the whistle that time. That is her first foul of the game. And the Aces making a change here. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Pass to Atkins. Cloud. Now Tolliver. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. A'ja Wilson grabs the board. And here's Young, defended by Atkins. Young shot's good.
You simply cannot say enough about the quarter she's having. I mean, every one of her attempts has gone down.
Now here's Cloud. Not a lot of room. Pass to Tolliver. Let's loose for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Elena Delle Donne.
Only needing an inch of daylight to get the shot off, Tolliver has a quick, effective release.
Here's Young. It doesn't go for her. And Washington will go the other way with it. From deep, Ariel Atkins. It's off that time, but shooting well tonight. She's 6 of 8. Left side, Young. Pass to Wilson. McBride. Good work there as it goes.
Strong awareness from Wilson. She knows that opponents lock in on her, so she's happy to dish and keep her teammates involved.
Delle Donne outside. Outside Tolliver. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Young.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Known for cinematic finishes, Wilson's favorite hobby outside of basketball is going to the movies.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Washington now, trailing by 13. Outside Tolliver.
Yo, yo, yo!
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. That's on Kayla McBride.
Well, you want to keep players like Tolliver away from the free throw line. She's one of the league's best shooters at the charity stripe.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Well, the start of Christy Tolliver's career didn't really go as planned. After Chicago took her 3rd overall in 2009, Tolliver was traded before her 2nd season. She didn't really start much her first 3 years in the league, but 2012 is when things started to turn around for her.
And that's good as she hits both shots. Yeah, in 2012, Tolliver was named Most Improved Player, having a huge season.
She was just outstanding, averaging over 17 per game with the Spark. She finished top 5 in the league in assists, 3-point shooting, 3-pointers made. Since that season, Tolliver has established herself as a top shooter and passer in the WNBA.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is great timing. She is one tough customer on the offensive glass.
It's almost like she has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And hers might be better than just about anyone's. What do you think, guys?
Pass to Sanders. The shot's good on the assist by Elena Delle Donne.
That wasn't easy, but nothing about Sanders' styles is full effort.
Outside Plum, down low. Wilson with the bucket.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever, the shots are falling for her.
Now here's Delle Donne. To the middle. Here's Sanders. That one falls.
This is what makes her an elite post player. Scoring in the face of good D. Sanders' IQ, it really allows her to score in these tough situations.
Outside Young. Pass to McBride. Kayla McBride draws the double. Here's Swords. Again, Las Vegas.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
And just look how happy their coach is.
The three from Christy Tolliver. She can't hit that time, so Las Vegas will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Swords. Inside. Kayla McBride draws the double. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. And here's Washington. It's a 13-point game. Sanders with it. Here's Delle Donne. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line. And the free throw, no good. Swords with it. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. And in the end, a comfortable win in what was a pretty hostile environment.
Yeah, you know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems tonight.